Heroes of Might and Magic is a classic adventure that almost defines a subgenre, the turn-based strategy RPG. Although I didn't grow up playing Heroes of Might and Magic, I did try Heroes 3 on this channel not too long ago, and it's good. Personally, I'm more of a fan of Age of Wonders 1 especially, as I grew up with that, but I can see parallels between the two series. However, I have an inkling that the newer games for both worlds are decent but not quite as loved as the old school entries. And for the past few years, we have been anticipating a brand new game that looked like polished nostalgia. Songs of Conquest. What seems to be the spiritual successor to these games of old. Instantly, the pixel art style strikes you, whether you love it or hate it, but I see it as being one of the best executions of pixel art in gaming, which made me worry that gameplay would not be up to the level of its visuals. Will combat be dynamic and interesting? How about city management? Spells, cool or mediocre? Even if the gameplay is as good as what we already know, it would be disappointing because it needs to be better, to surpass its inspiration. And based on our experiences, that seems like almost an impossible task. Today, I go in with great concern as we can finally play the first public version of Songs of Conquest to see if it's actually a good game. Please be good. Citizens of the world, welcome to a game that we have been anticipating for so long. It is a pixel art masterpiece, but is gameplay going to play as well as it looks? This is Songs of Conquest. I got a review copy and it just went into early access right this hour as of recording. And this is the beginning of early access, so it's gonna have some development to go. As it says there might be some bugs, missing content, etc. But Songs of Conquest is a Heroes of Might and Magic inspired thing. And although I didn't grow up with Heroes of Might and Magic, I did grow up with Age of Wonders. And I'm a big fan of that series, particularly the first game. And pixel art is one of my favorite art styles, if not my favorite art style ever. So I'm very excited to check out Songs of Conquest, at least what we can see today. A quick look at the options menu shows some nice gameplay options here. Autosave frequencies, great. Video options, just set everything to very high here. There is some confusion among some people that pixel art means it's low resolution. No. You don't just take an image and low-res it. That's not pixel art. Think pointillism, micromosaics, crochet. It is designed from the ground up with the pixels in mind. It's not a high-res image downscaled. But just because it's pixel art doesn't mean it's bad graphics. There are modern effects, modern lighting, and all of that in a 2.5D world. Controls, I would like to see hotkeys, rebindable hotkeys at some point. It is the start of early access, so we're not going to judge that too harshly. You can reset the campaign progress as well. Nice. Single player. Campaign. There are currently 2 campaigns that we can jump into. I assume there will be 4, and if you haven't seen it, I have an overview video of Songs of Conquest going over the factions and stuff like that. I will link that below on YouTube. And just as a quick show off here, there is a tutorial and codex already implemented showing off various gameplay stuff, the different wielders from the 4 factions, skills and artifacts. We can figure those out. I just want to show you the quick skim of the units of the factions because this is very interesting. The factions are not quite as straightforward thematically as you might expect. First is a human-fae alliance called Arleon. They have things like militia, rangers, minstrels, footmen, but they also have horned ones, fae spirits, fae nobles. Everyone's got ballista as well. The Barony of Loth is sort of the necromancer undead thing. Always good to have one of these. By the way, most units do have an upgraded version as well. Cultists to Oath Singers. There's a poison dude as well. Necromancers, the Blessed Bones, Scavenged Bones. Specters, you know, Haunted Armors, I guess. Haunted Armors with Haunted Shields as well on top. Oh, he gets an axe around the back as well. Nice. Baria, another human faction, but they're sort of desert traders kind of thing. I say human. There's also those guys. So this is a merchant faction, right? So it's sort of kind of like Arleon, where it's like this human fae thing, but desert themed, and they're like merchant people. And then there's Rana, which is the swamp faction. They're not all lizards. We got some lizards and frogs and scaly bird things, worm creature, which grows up, whatever this spider thing is, turtle elders. Oh, there are dragons. They do just get dragons. So this is like a swamp faction, which I find very interesting. Who doesn't like the swamp faction? However, since this is the first time we're checking out the game, let's go to campaign. Here's the first song. It's the Songs of Conquest. The first song, the Song of Southheart. Cecilia Southheart, the young baroness of the Barony of Southheart, must face enemies within and without to hold on to her power and protect her people. Southheart will stand. Let's begin there. It looks like 4 missions, unless this expands. I think those are the 4 factions there. Mission 1. Cecilia Southheart rose to Baroness after the untimely death of her father. When one shipment from Barkspur's rich mines goes missing and rumors of bandits are brought to the new ruler, Cecilia leads a small force to investigate the missing resources and restore lawfulness to the barony. Here we go. Not Stoutheart, not Southheart, Stoutheart. The font is rather small. Also request font UI scale. Might be nice. Let's go. Cecilia Stoutheart, the new baroness in the barony of Stoutheart, was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stone from this region had stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants, and had already sent troops to the region to restore order. We've begun. This is Songs of Conquest. Zoom in. Ah, the pixel art. Like, come on. I know there's a lot of people who hate pixel art but love the look of this game. That means they don't hate pixel art. It just looks good. It looks good. Like the little details, the trees in the wind, the mountains. It's really nice. Fire animation and pixel art, always appreciate that. Anyway, there's some things. Gallows, source of knowledge. Let's go have a look. Death comes to all, some sooner than others. Arleon milestone. This old milestone shows the way. +2 movement, duration 1 turn. Well, it plays like a Heroes of Might and Magic game. Dead Commander, source of riches. The dead commander wore Stoutheart colors and the distinctive sign of the Corvus Reserves. Stolen ore was one thing, but an uprising against Stoutheart troops was more serious. We're traveling to Flint Hills. Cecilia Stoutheart must not die. Just having a quick look. Resources are gold, stone, wood, glimmer weave, ancient amber, and celestial ore. Now, if you've watched me play these sorts of games before, I'm not a fan of dozens of resource types, but I think 6 is okay so far. We've got some footmen and rangers on us. There's a wielder sheet for inventory. experience, progress to next level. Okay, good. Let's end turn 1. Let's continue down the road. There's stuff up there. Looted cart, source of riches. They missed 900 gold and 3 wood in the looted cart. Maybe it was more of an unlooted cart. Old camp. Arleon milestone. End turn. Some wounded soldiers appeared from the forest and snapped to attention. This was Cecilia's Corvus reserves, and they had clearly seen combat recently. Hail, Baroness! The Corvus reserves await your command. Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What's the situation and status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostiles about, milady. The gold mine to the south has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. How well-armed? These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords, and bannerless knights ride with them. This is no peasant uprising. Someone thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the law and show them the error of their ways. Gather the troops. We march for Flint Hills. Troops want to join. So we can just grab and move troops. Let's grab them all. 10 rangers, 10 footmen. Done. Let's get that. +2 movement. And let's head down here to capture the mine again. Old camp. Rangers or gold? How much gold do I have? 900? I think I'll take the rangers. Waterfall. Source of power. +3 movement. Duration 2 rounds. That's nice. Okay. So I have messed around in this game a little bit before, because I got a key early on. I just couldn't show you guys anything. So I do know units have zones of control. You can't just waltz right by enemy units. Can we attack? Yes. Stand down. This mine belongs to the Barony of Stoutheart. It belongs to me. We will do no such thing. You would be wise to go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourselves. Placement of troops. There is high ground in this game, so I love that. You know me, I love high ground. Easy threat level, many militia, 11 to 25. Yeah, manual battle. I didn't collect the loot from under the dead commander. There's loot? I miss loot. We might have to go back for it. Maybe not. I don't know. Battle basics. We should be able to figure this out. Actually, this tutorial might have been developed a bit since last time I looked at this. Battle queue, which is based on each troop's initiative. Yep. Whenever troops get to a turn, so there'll be a turn order on the left, I think. The wielder will gain essence for your spellcasting. The wielder also generates essence it might have gained from artifact specialization, skills, buildings, research. The spells button will indicate available spells you can currently cast. The quick bar will by default auto-populate the top available spells for easy access in battles. Obstacles, yes, high ground gives offense and defense. Ranged troops can target enemy within range, however within their deadly range they'll inflict double damage. There's no line of sight. Only limit is how far they can reach. Most troops have attacks of opportunity, zones of control, also abilities. Got it. So, is this my spell book? Okay. Can't afford any spells. So, here's the turn order down here. I guess I will... These are all ranged. I think I'm already in range, so I'm just going to charge forward. More spells available. Your wielder has gained more essence, and more spells are now available to cast. If your wielder has enough essence, you can cast multiple spells on each of your troops' battle turns. Each battle turn, your current troops... Okay, so I can now cast Quicken. +5 initiative, +1 troop movement. So I can cast this on you. Oh, the effects are so good. The visual effects, they've been showing those off. So this is within deadly range, +100 damage. So this is not within deadly range. I see. You see there's this line here, which shows the max range, and then this is the deadly range, so I should just shoot you. And then you can go. This one is on the low ground, so I should go after you. Zone of control. Your troops have entered an enemy's zone of control. Free melee attack of opportunity. Oh, they do fight back. Should I move up? I should probably move up. Let's move up. Oh, if you move minus 50% range damage. But I get plus 100%. Let's kill you. And then you... I like the end screen. One thing I don't like so far is the victory coming up and ding, 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 ding. That feels a little cheap. That feels a little mobile. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, aesthetically, the game's been great so far. That victory bounce with the little jaunty tune, I think that could be made a bit more epic. Troops lost. We lost 1 footman, 2 rangers. Okay. That was see the effects are so epic. Did you see that red explosion? If you're watching on YouTube, press the left arrow key and watch that again. That's so epic. The victory, ding 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 ding. It's not quite as. I want it to be more like everything else, basically. Level up wielder. Leveling up your wielder is about skills and powers. You can choose either to upgrade a skill. Your wielder already knows. Learn a new skill. Increase a wielder's ability to command their troops by unlocking more slots in their army. Based on the class of the wielder, at level 8, you choose their first power. 1624, okay. You can always come back to your choices by clicking the level circle. Okay, got it. So, new level. Your troops gain plus 20% melee resistance. Current is 10. Ranged resistance. Unlocks the ability to bring 4 troops with you in your army. I think I want to protect against range damage. That would be handy. Confirm. So we visited the gold mine, but then there's a pile of gold there. Did I miss treasure down here? I don't think I missed treasure. I didn't see anything. Was there treasure there or something? End turn. We took back the gold mine. 900 gold. Nice. We can walk back to the fountain. I think that's... Oh no, we can't do it again. I don't think I missed treasure. I think I got the treasure. Like the treasure from the fallen commander. Okay. Now we gotta retake Flint. It indicates it's to the west. This is the Fog of War. Can I visit this again? Yes. So some spots are revisitable, some are not. Old battlefield, source of power. Plus 20 defense, minus 10 offense. Okay, they're not all straight good. Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wielder and could draw upon the essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. As she touches the old tribute to order, she felt its essence empower her. That power is gone. Messages need to stay longer. Old camp? Yeah, let's go off-road. Let's 100% this first level. Old camp, militia, gold. I'm gonna take the militia. I just want more troops. Because we're getting 500 gold a turn now from that mine. So I don't think we need 6 footmen. Yes. What is that? Armor rack. New artifact. Ah, our first item. Your wielder has gained a new artifact. Artifact will be auto-equipped if your wielder has an empty slot. Okay, so if I look at the wielder sheet, we just picked up Archer's Gambison. Cheap and easy to produce, +4 defense. Okay. Troop modifier. So this... So these artifacts affect our troops. So like these are the troop modifiers, you see? These are temporary equipment modifiers. So this is total. So by putting this on, all our troops have +4 defense. Nice. And then there seems to be more stuff up that way. So we'll head that way. Golkara, thank you so much for the compliments. End turn. What is that? Shrine of Aurelia. Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Aurelia spanned the whole world. Statues of the Empress can still be found spread across Arleon, and many folk speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. And a treasure chest. 1,200 gold. That was a worthwhile excursion up there. Back to the road. What is this? Rebel barricade. Erected barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. You best be gone, young Stoutheart. Flint Hills are free lands now. Free? Free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by other baronies? Who will protect the people? You? Why not? As you can see, we are quite well armed. I can see that, but I caution you to think carefully before your next actions. Put your weapons down. Answer my questions, and I'll be merciful. Or stand unlawfully against me, and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? One of good intentions. I've seen Stoutheart mercy when old Lord Hammond was decapitated by your father. Now turn back. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Stoutheart will stand. We got rangers, we've got militia. So I will put the militia here, the rangers there, and you guys there. Then I can move the militia up onto the high ground. I think the militia have, yeah, manual battle. Let's kill our people. Golkara, thank you so much for the tribute of subs. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Now, is anyone in our range? So they're all ranged. So I probably... there's even higher ground. There's high ground and then there's higher ground. I don't know if these rocks block shots. But I'll just move up to here first. Getting up to higher ground there. +1 troop movement. Amount of castable spells. I think I'll wait. Outside range, so I think I will move... I'll just move you up to here, and then I can shoot here. Nice. And then... I think I just shoot. Kill the stack. Alright. You will be running down that way to go after him. protection, quicken, pacify. Target enemy troops gets minus 25% damage. Target friendly troops gets plus 10 defense. I think I'll just weaken you. Nice, like the effects. Reloading. Oh, you gotta reload? Alright. I'll just walk up during a reloading turn. I guess we just shoot. Yeah, that's fine. Just start stabbing. Shooting and killing. Shooting and killing. Ha! Yes! I would change the victory screen. not the victory screen, that victory sequence. Everything else has been so epic so far. 340 experience. We lost 1 militia. Perfect. This is great. Ah, look at that. Souls of the damned. Who is that? Bannerless Knights. There they are. They're right there. We've only been going across the top of this map so far, so we'll be heading south soon, I think, but I think our village is over here. Hello. Knights at Flint Hills. As Cecilia's troops approach Flint Hills, a well-armed force of soldiers wearing no barony's colors come out to meet them. Knights, archers, you're no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wielder. You won't be the first upstart knight I've defeated. Here we go. If they're knights, few knights, few archers, several footmen, they should be coming to us. So let's hang back here. They got knights, so they'll want to charge us. Did I miss a cart? Shields up. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right here. Actually, let's stand right there. So then the knight shouldn't be able to get to my archers. Okay, outside range. That's now inside range. Okay. If I take care of their ranged unit. Nice. We can cast Pacify on the knight and then attack. So they do less damage. Can't attack while reloading. Militia suck, that's fine. Okay, I can use you to wipe out their archers. I can give protection. Nice effect. Got him! I'm a big fan of tactics games. I like tactics. I like high ground. It's just something I'm into. I like it. I love high ground. I think I got that cart. I lost 8 footmen there. Die. Cart at the shrine. No. I got it. There's no leftover cart. I got that as well. Yeah. This looks like Flint Hills. A crowd of peasants, led by a village elder, came out to greet Cecilia as a force entered Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoutheart, as is my duty. Now, who among you will tell me what happened? Those knights and their soldiers appeared recently, and armed all the local troublemakers. They seized our quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south towards Barkspur, where their patron waits. And none of you stood against them? None of you sent word to the local warden or to Springhold? No, milady. We were feared for our lives. We sent a messenger to Hope's Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger never returned. Remember this moment the next time you are made the offer of independence. I will always protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my forces, and together we will restore order to this territory. We'll heed the call to arms of Stoutheart, as we did your father before you. There are able-bodied recruits in the peasant hut. Investigate Hope's Glade. So, this is the city mechanic of Songs of Conquest, right? So it's got the individual buildings, but ooh, pile of stone. Let's grab that. We'll also be going to grab that. This is the peasant hut. Oh, we need to visit it. Okay. This is stone deposit visited. Stone deposit visited. That's a cozy tavern. Oh, I gotta visit all of this stuff. Okay. Let's grab that stone. Let's claim that. Let's claim that. 4,050. No available troop spot. Okay. So we can grab this many militia, I guess, for that much money? Sure. Right. We need to level up to gain more spots, but at least that maxes our militia. Blacksmith. Archer's helmet. What does that do? +4 defense. Nice. Farmhouse. +75 gold each round. Okay. And then I think the last thing is that cozy tavern. +5 movement duration, 2 turns. Oh, that's good. Ancient ruins. How do we get there? Ah, this is map design. There's a thing you can go to, but you can't go to it now. So we might be able to find a way to get to those ancient ruins. Oh, that cart. Is that what you're talking about? Is that something I can... Is that loot? That might be loot. It's shiny. 900 gold. There we go. Is that... Oh, is that more loot? Ah, it's fine. I don't need to grab absolutely everything. A forward scout. A small band of Cecilia's scouts stood waiting along the roadside. Lady Stoutheart, Corporal Greenwood, we've come from your warden, Villia of Thorncliffe, as per your command. Your troops are concealed at the forest's edge. Corporal, this is not the forest's edge. Those troops are camped within the Tenderwild. You may have disturbed the Fae. The Fae, milady? Surely the Fae are only a myth. Superstitions for the country folk. Did my ancestors sign a covenant with mythological creatures? The law of the leaves still stands, and we must make sacrifice or break the peace. Consider what we must forfeit to the forest belongs to the forest, beings to atone for your errors. I await your judgment. My life is yours. Your death would serve no one. If I remember my history, there is an offering tree southwest of here. Join up, Corporal. I need all of my troops, even the ones who make mistakes. Your loyal servant, Lady Stoutheart. So, the Fae live in this forest, and we've trespassed. We'll take the gold because we can't take the militia. We'll take those guys. We've almost got a full army here. There's more gold there. I'll grab it now before I forget. Is that something? I don't think that's something. Giant mushrooms. The spores from these strange mushrooms More damage, more movement, less defense. Let's stop by that waterfall. Fey spirits. Between 1 and 25. There's the offering tree that we're trying to get to. I don't know if there's something there. Fey spirits, flying creatures of the tender wild, with bat-like wings, long claws and sharp teeth swooped and buzzed before the offering tree. They wore strange masks and screeched at Cecilia and her troops. Humans, be gone! We wish to leave an offering for our trespass on the forest, as is stated in the ancient covenant between us. Stand aside, little spirits. I will do my duty. No humans, no never. Spirits, do not trifle with me. I am stout heart, and by the agreement I seek to make amends. If you continue to impede my passage to the offering tree, I will draw arms and put you out of your misery. You are misery. So be it. They just went, no you. High ground, militia, swordsman. We gotta... I think this is fine. I do like how there are like underlying politics between factions, but individuals aren't always all that informed. That's a lot. That was more than I was expecting. Okay. Yeah, let's go stab them. Okay, they're not too strong. Yeah, we've got a lot of troops now. We could do with more footmen. There's only 5 footmen. Nice. I want to make an offering of peace. No offering. Beat it. Okay, then make peace with my sword. That's 3 rangers there. More than I wanted to lose. Ooh, level up. Unlocks the ability to bring 4 troops with you. Melee offense, range offense, 10 defense. Your troops gain plus 20% melee resistance. I think I want to be able to carry more troops. Stone circle, source of power. Nice. Well, we're gonna loot the forest then. Does this belong to the Fae? Who knows? The offering tree? The offering tree was the most unusual tree Cecilia had ever seen. Her friend, Vilja of Thorncliffe, had described them once, but it had not done them justice. The branches were smooth and glossy, and seemed to be lit from within. The leaves tinkled like tiny bells in the breeze, and most uncommon, the tree gave off the aroma of warm spiced cider, like her mother would give her when she was small. Fae of the forest, for trespass upon your woods we offer compensation. For these Fae spirits slain I ask forgiveness. They could not be reasoned with. That our peace be everlasting. 1,000? What if we don't? That's fine. I do wonder, what if we don't? Do Fae just start attacking us from everywhere? It'd be cool if they did. Yeah. Let's keep going. Over to this loot. Old bones. Treasure chest. Stone altar. More power. Great. Nice. Let's go to the next town. Can't go. Wait, how do I get to this thing then? I don't know. Didn't see a way through. Is that a way through the forest? You know what? I'm just gonna go look. I don't think we have a time limit. Is that a way through the forest there? No, it's not. At least not yet. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Get the shrooms? I did get the shrooms. May need to follow the cliffside. Maybe it's through there, or maybe it's round a long way. Because this map, like this is the middle of the map. There's this whole south area here, so we might be heading back up that way. Now, who are you? Barian mercenaries, the merchant faction. Guarding the road was a large force of mercenaries hailing from the merchant states of Baria. Turn back, the road is open for ore shipments from Flint Hills only. It's like, Flint Hills is my town, these ore shipments belong to me, and they're saying, nope, only your stuff can come through, not you. I see you are strangers to these lands, or you would know me as the lawful Baroness Stoutheart. I do not recall a declaration of war from the Barian city-states, therefore you are thieves and trespassers. What other crime shall I add to that list? We've committed no crimes. We are honorable mercenaries, here on contract and merely following orders. I don't think that's an absolution of committing crimes. You robbed this bank. No, we didn't rob a bank. We're just here following orders. That guy told us to rob the bank and paid us money to do it. We haven't committed any crimes. It's just contract work. I spit on your contract. You have my ore, therefore you are thieves. You will return it. Tell me who hired you, and maybe I will ransom you back to your employers. We are not afraid to fight you, Stoutheart, but be warned, our contract states that no one wearing Stoutheart colors are to be spared on the field of battle. Of course, if you turn around now, we can avoid this. Never. You shall be treated as thieves and trespassers, and my sword will deliver justice for breaking our laws. Then unfortunately, we must battle. A bevy of pikeneers. So they should come towards us. No. Can I put you there? I'll put you there. Yeah. Yeah, we might be teleported to that area, I'm not sure. Okay, so pikeneers. I'll just step up onto the high ground and wait there. Okay, they don't have a lot of movement. You will move up and just take a shot. You. And you will get protection. Oh, they have 2 range? Okay. You're reloading? Okay, well you can't do anything then. Okay, I guess I'll just stab you. Oh, they didn't die. Okay. Shoot. Got him. Who knew spears can reach further than swords? I like it. Different units should have different, like, fundamental behaviors. Not abilities, behaviors. Ah, okay, good. Burnt buildings. Oh, this town doesn't exist anymore. Level up. Experience gain, melee resistance, bring more troops. I think I'll go for the melee resistance. Burnt buildings. Everything's burning. Cecilia's troops searched the smoking remains of Hope's Glade, looking for survivors. The townsfolk had clearly put up a fight, and for that they had suffered. From the rubble they heard a moan, and they uncovered a badly injured militiaman. Lady Stoutheart, we held as long as we could. We had to retreat. They were too strong. Who did this? Barians? A troop of Barian mercenaries marched on towards Barkspur. But it was the knights that attacked us, men of Arleon, setting fire to our homes, taking no surrender. All we could do was flee to the hills north of here. The wounded man tried to speak, then fell limp. His eyes glazed over as the last sliver of strength left his body. His essence is in the wind, but stout heart will still stands. Come, there are survivors here yet. Let us search the hills before we journey south to Barkspur. It's time to put an end to this. Look for survivors optional. Yeah, there's a cozy tavern there. Good. Dead commander. Worn gloves. I don't think I have gloves. Yeah, we got gloves, boots. We picked up a shield. Yeah, that's pretty good. No survivors. No survivors. As they reached the top of the hill, they found a sturdy tavern and the soot-covered, injured, and scared survivors of Hope's Glade. From among them, a minstrel stood and greeted Cecilia. Hail, do my eyes deceive? The Baroness of Stoutheart to grant reprieve. If you mean to avenge those foul knights, then we brave souls would join your fight. And with your aid, Stoutheart will stand, returning peace and order to the land. So we can take 30 minstrels. Good. I've only got like, I don't know what minstrels do, but sure. We gotta head this way. Okay. We've looted the remains of our burnt village. That's a lot of gold. I don't know how much gold we would spend in a normal game. What is that? Lumber camp, source of riches. Barkspur. Gazing across the lake, Cecilia saw the settlement of Barkspur. It was clearly occupied by another force of Barian mercenaries, this one led by a wielder. She readied her soldiers for the final battle to retake this region. Defeat the enemy wielder. But there's so much of the map I haven't discovered. Which is a great feeling, actually. Namander Breeze just walked right up to me. It's pretty flat terrain here. What do minstrels do? Tavern singers are drafted into the armies in times of need. Ability, fear no foe. +5 defense to friendly. Status human. Okay. Devs tried to make the world look alive and it worked. Yeah, like every little bit is animated. By the way, when they first showed off these battle screens, I was like, wow, this is actually really good. Because there's so much detail. Like there's leaves falling in the wind there, like little things. There's like the fire's animated really nicely. The rain's hitting quite nicely. I've seen some where there's like flowers and grass breezing in the wind. Okay, these minstrels. They've got guns. They've got this thing. Who is this? Is that the Barian minstrel? I guess. Okay. Let's send the minstrels forward then. I've only got 2 swordsmen, so that's not so great. You guys... I can take a step forward and just start shooting, I guess. You can start whittling down. Okay. This is the first battle I feel like I'm actually maybe in a little bit of trouble. The guns feel so powerful. Are they playing some kind of bagpipe? What is that instrument? That's fine, that's fine. You're reloading. Well, you can't do anything, can you? Protection. I'm gonna protect my archers. I forgot I'm on the right this time. I'm gonna protect my minstrels. Oh, right, they're on the high ground, so they don't take that much damage. I'm gonna hit. They're playing some kind of weird bagpipe thing, like a wooden metal bagpipe thing. I'm just gonna hit them with a lute. Oh no, we've got a dagger. We've got a dagger. Okay, you. Gonna finish off that guy, and you. Nice, we got him. And you. Oh, you've taken the high ground. It's fine. Got him. Reloading. Okay, well, I can't do anything. We've got Unleash Their Rage. Got quite a lot of clouded vision. Swap places between 2 target troops. Oh. Creates 1 barrier. There's a lot of spells here. Minus 50% range, minus 50% deadly range. Oh, that's an instant cast. Okay. How does this work, though? Oh, it just blocks off the terrain. Okay. There's quite a variety of spells here. Barrier look quite interesting so far. Yeah, I really like the factions. All of the factions are sort of a mishmash, except maybe Loth, which is the undead faction, which I think is necessary in a game like this. You have to have an undead faction, you gotta. But all the other factions are pretty mixed. Barrier has this weird merchant, mercenary, inventive, money-based sort of thing going on. We're playing Arleon, which is this human-fae alliance. So it's sort of like humans and fantasy creatures have allied with each other, but it's like a tentative alliance sort of thing, but it's cool. And the Swamp faction, which I think I can show off after this map. It's the second campaign. They're like lizards, worm caterpillar things, spider things, dragons, that stuff. So it's nice. You know, that instrument is a steam pipe. It kind of looked like it. It was like a steam bagpipe. Okay, we took some heavy losses there. A beaten Barian. After the battle, a beaten Nimander Breeze is brought before Cecilia. Wielder, we appeal to your honor and beg that we may negotiate a surrender. I am Nimander Breeze of the Quartz Battalion, and a stranger to these parts. I concede the field and will withdraw my forces. You are indeed a stranger, Barian, or you would know by my colors that I am Cecilia Stoutheart. Was it your weapons that armed the bandits who caused the uprising at my mines? There was a misunderstanding, milady. We were led to believe by our employer that they had a lawful claim on these lands. When we realized our betrayal, we had already signed the contract. By the mercenary code, we could not withdraw our services. Reveal to me your employer and their plans. If I am satisfied with your answer, I will spare you, but every Barian of your company must leave my lands immediately. It was Lady Hammond that hired us. The Topaz Battalion is sent to recover Ashbourne, and we are grateful for your mercy, Lady Stoutheart. May this deal bring good fortune to each party. The information is adequate. I will spare your life and instead send you to the prison in Castle Everkeep. There you may contemplate that honor might be worth more than gold. Corporal, this is your chance to redeem yourself for your error in the Tenderwild. Take 2 squads and transport Captain Nemander Breeze to Everkeep until we can arrange for his ransom. You can depend on me, Lady Stoutheart. With Barkspur restored and Stoutheart rule of law, Cecilia gathered her troops once more and set out to pursue the Topaz Battalion and prevent the occupation of Ashbourne. For this, she would need the aid of Vilya of Thorncliffe, warden of Stoutheart and Cecilia's longtime friend. There was so much on the map I hadn't discovered.
Grim conviction rose Cecilia of Stoutheart to crush rebellions and push back another upstart. Lady hom&m claimed her settlements, settle it, we begin.
It's quite literally Songs of Conquest. I wasn't expecting actual songs. Atmosphere of the game is 11 out of 10. Atmosphere is pretty good. It's pretty solid. I like it. It's just the victory thing. That's the only thing I don't like so far. Now, we could go playing through all of this, or we can check out, now that we know the basics, another faction entirely. From the second song. Freed from the slave mines of Baria, Rask of South Creek Flats and a small band of Rana flee and fight their way to the deep marsh and home. But the dangers in the marsh are many, and Rask must awaken the might of Rana to end the threat from the humans once and for all. From ashes we rise. Go frogs. Oh, it's a whole other map. Look at this swampland. The marshes of Rana. This map artwork is actually amazing, isn't it? It's like so detailed. Look at that little worm thing there. That's one of the units. That spider thing's a unit there. That's one of our units as well. Deep Ends Port, Celestial Hills. I wonder if the maps have a little bit of overlap. Windhaven, Springwater. I'm going to have a quick look at the... Yeah, there's Windhaven there. I thought I recognized the name. So there's Windhaven, which is here. So this is to the northwest of where we were just now, the map. There is a little bit of overlap. Anyway, who doesn't like swamp people? Enslaved are the Rana, enslaved are we all. The humans are many, they're big and we're small. They come to the marshes to take us away. They steal all the younglings at night and in day. But know, little youngling, that times always change, and we will be free. I know it sounds strange. A wielder will come, his shackles will break. With fury within him, his powers will wake. The rider is come, we sorrow no more. The rider is come, the Rana do roar. You hope that is text to a song? I have a feeling it is. Let's check out a whole other faction. So we've seen the Arleon facing off against Baria. It seems like the Baria have been exploiting the Rana So it's a whole other tile set as well. There's many different biomes they've been showing off. So this is a whole other tile set. This should be Desert Swamp, I'm guessing. Rask of South Creek Flats had been a slave of the Barian since he was taken from the marsh as a youngling. Day after day, he and the other spawnlings toiled in the mines. He had accepted his fate, and the fate of Rana. Oh, it moved on. Well, Frogling, today is your lucky day. I, Captain Xavier Silkspool, what a name, Xavier Silkspool, have freed you and your fellows. Your chains are broken, and no longer will you work in the mines of House Rosewater. By my hand and by my contract, freedom is yours. Some of these names are so, like 300% all in. Captain Xavier Silkspool of House Rosewater. It's so much, but I kind of like it. Freedom. Thank you, friend of Rana, friend of Rask. I'm friend to no one, but my honor and a contract and this contract would have me free you. Come, Frogling. Today we are allies, and I would see you safely away. But how can we leave? We can't make our way across the desert and home to the marsh. I've used my talents as a wielder and activated this portal. Just step through it, and it will take you far from here, to your beloved swamp, and these weapons will help you evade recapture. The marsh provides. We owe our lives to you, Captain Silkspool. But with these weapons and your aid, we should free the other slaves in the mine. Too late. The alarm has been raised and Arleon will come for you. Run home, little Rana. There is no profit in the world for you. He must be Barian. Goes straight to profit. Leading his mercenaries through the fires, the gallant wielder Captain Silkspool left Rask and his spawn mates to escape through the activated portal. Go through the portal. Do we have a choice? I don't think so. Rask must not die. Okay. Equipment slots, similar. Stone deposits, burnt buildings. Through the portal we go. The energy of the activated portal pushed Rask and his small band of spawn mates through, and they arrived on the outskirts of their beloved marsh. After quickly claiming a nearby lookout tower, Rask and his loyal friend Cheekum gathered close. Rask, what should we do? We'll escape north. The old Rana would say to keep Ravager's Peak on our right by day and follow the Water Lily Star by night. Soon we will know true freedom. Slaves no more. I'm gonna zoom in on the artwork here. Yeah. I like how not every single thing is moving. Which adds, it doesn't overload it with animations. But sometimes it's just like just a little bit of grass there is like moving there. Barian merchants. Threat level towards Rask, easy. Okay, I see why this is a whole, like this is not the tutorial campaign. So instead of putting us in a corner and saying, you have to move that way, it's actually put us sort of in the middle of things. Like I could go left, even though this is the edge of the map here. I could go down this way, I could go up that way, I could go here straight into the threat. I could probably go down this way. But unless it doesn't actually allow us to go this way. Oh, no, I think it does block us. Okay. But it's sort of showing we kind of want to be going down that way. I guess we have to kill these guys. Let's have a look. Up ahead, some Barian merchants were forcing Rana into cages and preparing them for transport. One of the caged Rana spotted Rask and his small band of refugees and cried out a warning. You there! Get in line with the others and we'll be on our way to the mines of Tempest Dunes. Come on, hurry up and no one gets hurt. We aren't slaves! Captain Silkspool, friend of Rana, freed us. Silkspool? That's quite the story. Look, we know you're runaway slaves and must both be hungry and lost. House Bellicus will welcome you with open arms. Come peacefully and we will give you extra rations for a week. No, never again. Free the younglings from these transport cages and we will be on our way. That fool Silkspool has armed them. It will be the 12th Moon Massacre all over again, and no profits for us. Froglings, we have no quarrel with you, you are free to pass. Rask couldn't tear his eyes from the frightened younglings in the cages. His heart beat loudly in his ears as his body grew hot with rage. Suddenly he heard a voice inside his head. Awaken. Rask felt the pain and rage flow to him from his spawn mates. He felt essence. We aren't leaving without the younglings. Free them now. You dare challenge us, swamp spawn? Be thankful we don't clasp irons on your tiny wrists. We'll never wear iron again. Rana, death to the slavers. Free the younglings. I like it. I like the vibe. Rask is awakening as a wielder. So, wielders are Jedi? I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. So, you're not necessarily born a wielder, it seems. So, what do we have? Hunters. We just have lots of hunters. I guess we should stay close. A couple of tinkerers, a couple of brutes. Yeah, we can take this. Ah, whole new tile set. Look at the little flowers moving in the background. Fire's green in the swamp. Are these blockades? They're mushrooms of some kind? So we just got... Are our spells gonna be... No, I think spells are... Oh, there's different schools of magic. So this stuff is all under order. So our schools of magic are destruction and creation. So we should be getting these. Aggression, earth block, sabotage, insect swarm, ice bolt, mist, fireball, acid cloud. Nice. Arcana. So there's 5 schools of magic. These are mixed? Oh, they're like mixed costs. Oh, I see. So these are like pure spells in the schools of magic. And then these are mixed cost spells. So like this takes 3 creation, 3 destruction, and we get explosive fungi. When I first looked at this screen, I was like, okay, it's spells. But now that I'm like seeing how it works a bit more, then we can like pin spells to the quick bar, I think. Okay. We should walk up to the high ground. So yeah, that's how much mana we have. See that? We draw mana from our troops. So the more troops we have. So I can actually now do explosive fungi because we've got 2 schools of magic here. Summon 3 mines that deal 30 damage when stepped on. Can I do that? That's blocked off. Oh, that's such a good spell with spearmen. Now I can just stab. No! I thought our spearmen were... No! I thought our spearmen were two tile. No! I messed up immediately. I stepped on my own mine. Okay, fine. Just stab him. Okay, perfect. That worked out exactly correctly. I thought our spearmen were two range. I didn't check. Stab you from the high ground. Of course the fire in the swamp is green, why wouldn't it be? Yeah, right, of course. We lost 13. Rask and his spawn mates released the chained up Rana, who quickly joined his ranks. Rask, what happened? We could all feel your power and rage pour into our bodies and strengthen us. We could see you wield magic. And then we stepped on your magic by accident. Sorry about that. Something within me snapped and broke, like the chains around our necks. Perhaps I am a wielder. Maybe I always was. The marsh adapts. I have never heard of a Rana wielder in our time, Rask. What should we do now? We must free as many Rana as we can and escape into the marsh. Troops want to join. 12 hunters? Take them all. Let's even out the stacks. Oh, was there a... Oh, there's an... Oh, okay. There's a nice little even button. Done. Troop management. Nice. Oh, out of movement. Okay. Caged prisoners. XP, 15 hunters. I'll take the hunters. We don't have a lot of troops. Where should we go? So I could immediately swing back around that way. Or I can go down to these guys. Abandoned cart. Lookout tower. Rask and Cheekum join the other escaped slaves and fill their water skins from the pond and drink their fill. Cheekum, what is it? I'd forgotten what the marsh smells like. In the mines, I would dream about home, imagining my village and the pond where I spawned. But every year I'd lose a little more of that memory. We'll never go back to the mines, my friends. Never. We'll run and run to the deep marsh where the Barians will never find us. The view from this tower is spectacular. Okay, so there's a bone scimitar there next to a treasure trove and scholar's lectern. There's a guardian monument there. An artifact to pick up. This is a lean-to, neutral. Threat level is medium here. Musketeers and pikeneers. That's a little bit much for me to handle, I think. It might be prudent to not attack that right now until we have more. Forgotten Sanctuary for knowledge. Oh wait, there's a cage right there. Which way should we go, Rask? I'm not sure. The trail keeps taking us south and away from Ravage's Peak. And there's trouble ahead. Can you hear it? I can hear the yips of the Dreeth. Dreeth? Dreth? And I remember, if I remember correctly, that is the call of a Ravager. We can't turn back. We must find our courage and face the beasts. Well, if I die today, at least I have seen the marsh once more and fought alongside a Rana wielder. We're stronger together, Cheekum. Nothing will keep us from our home. Oh, they're guarding that cage. So I can't just pick that up. Okay, fine. That's... Level 2's pretty good. All of our soldiers are melee right now. That's a lot of gold. Ravagers. Threat level unknown. Oh, so we're just sort of blocked everywhere. I guess we should... Oh, this is now easy. So maybe that's what we can do now. Since we leveled up. More Rana for target practice. Run back to your bog. Our trade is done for the day. Leave our marsh now, Barian, or we'll feed your body to the bog. It's flat land. Just gotta charge them, I think. This game looks a tad like Might and Magic. Yeah, it looks a lot like Might and Magic. It's like, the way it looks is great though. This might be the best expression of pixel art in a game. Okay, so I'm out of range of that guy, so I should actually just let him walk up to me, because then he'll take 50%, he'll deal 50% less damage. And then, yeah. These spear people. So I can take one step up there. Okay. I forgot I had spells. Explosive fungi, insect swarm deals 6 damage, minus 10 initiative. Let's insect swarm that guy. Okay. Oh, he backed out. Aggression. Only lasts 1 round. Explosive fungi. Not. I could do is that. And we take a step back and see what they do. Works for me. Oh, we can do some good stuff, huh? Oh, that's tactics. We lost 10, huh? Okay, let's see what we get from this. Fool, what have you done? I've freed you from the Barian oppressors. The Rana are slaves no more. Come with us into the marsh. We have no choice. They will send a mighty wielder after all of us, and the humans always win. Our days are numbered. Life returns to the marsh. We always have a choice, and now we have a Rana wielder. Like the legends, Rask will lead us to safety. The marsh provides. It will take more than one wielder to free the Rana. We'll gather in the marsh until we are a force so great that the desert will tremble from our steps. I've never seen a Rana wielder before. We'll come with you, but if you wish to succeed, persuade more of our spawnlings to join us. 7. So we lost 10, we're gaining 7. Okay. Now even the stacks. Let's grab those guys as well. Bubbling pot, source of riches. Burning rune. Minus 10 defense, plus 20 offense. Okay. Lean to. Buy everything we can. Okay. Good. Is that something? Guys, unnecessary detail. Unnecessary detail alert. If you just click the ground, there's a puff of smoke. That's what I'm talking about. Stuff like this is how you tell that the developers actually enjoyed making this game. This is not a corporate decision. If you click the water, it's still puff of smoke. Make the water ripple. If I click on it, I'll give an extra bonus point. This is the unnecessary aesthetic details that make a game like, oh, okay, like this feels good. It's like, make this a water ripple instead. And this is a puff of smoke, that's fine, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not a thing. Okay. Let's, have I been there? +1 creation. What's back here? Do I attack the Ravagers or the Dreiths? There's a lot of stuff down here. So I think I should deal with the Ravagers first. Oh, there's a lot of stuff there as well. Huge, bird-like beasts with piercing beaks and sharp talons, Ravagers, filled the clearing. These were the most feared creatures of the marsh, and they stood between Rask's band of refugees and the safety of the marsh. Rask, I don't want to be food for the Ravagers. Don't be afraid, Cheekham. If we don't defeat these beasts and they eat us, at least they are of the marsh, and we won't die as slaves in a mine in far-off Baria. We'll die free. Life returns to the marsh. Life returns to the marsh. I see the potential of high ground. It might be too high. We can't climb it. Yeah, there's only 6 of them. We should be fine. I expect they are not ranged. Movement 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Oh well, that one can reach. Okay. Insect swarm. It doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay, they're not scary. They're fine. So far, I'm enjoying the game. Like, gameplay-wise, it feels pretty solid. Some of the Ravagers were killed, some ran off, but a few retreated, and Rask ordered his troops back. There was something about these creatures that resonated within him. He slowly approached the lead Ravager. Rask, what are you doing? These are creatures of the marsh, same as us. Something within them calls out to me. This is madness! They will kill you. No, they will join me. To the amazement of his followers, Rask reached out a hand, palm up, towards the Ravagers, as he'd seen the Barians do with horses. The biggest one bent their neck towards Rask, and he swiftly climbed on top, mounting the Ravager as a rider. Rask the First Rider! I love it. He gets a title from doing that. Their essence is the same as ours. We are all creatures of the marsh. We can tame them, protect them, and they will do the same for us. I can feel them. Rask, in the legends of old, the Rana rode Ravagers to war. There is another legend my granny would tell us, something about the rider is come. The word granny here needs to be replaced. What do you call a grandmother lizard? Granny doesn't fit. What do you... So that they're not babies, they're spawnlings. Okay? So, if babies are spawnlings, what are grannies? Great Froggy. Elder Broodmother? Broodmother might work. Great Froggy. Gizzard? Is that? Oh no! Grandmother Lizard. The Gizzard. No, that is Elder Dragon High. No. I think Broodmother. Broodmother would work, right? You can't use the word granny here, okay? We're not humans. We're literally a frog person. Brood Nana. Brood grandmother sounds weird. You could say great broodmother. Broodmother's good. Okay. Lava potion, change granny to broodmother. Great broodmother also works to indicate it's not the current, just it's not mother level, it's like grandmother level, right? Broodmother, great broodmother. Granny doesn't work, whatever it is. Save Granny Sawtooth's tail until later, right? Save Broodmother Sawtooth's tail until later. That fits better, right? We should hurry and ride deeper into the marsh. The Barians will be in pursuit. Troops want to join. We need to, keep those even. I like keeping the stacks even. Ooh. I'm gonna allow a fourth stack of units here. Now, I want to go back and deal with these guys. Yeah, this works. Manual battle. Let's go. Right, they already went spawnlings. We can't use Granny. So what are their movement points? 5. Okay. So actually, if we just wait, say we charge up our spells. So different units have different essences. So these essences, basically, if you're thinking of like Magic the Gathering, but every creature that you have, every turn taps and generates 1 mana of that color, right? So that's how this works, right? So these frogs here, essences are creation and destruction, right? So I think it alternates, whereas the Ravagers are just destruction. So every unit taps and generates 1 mana of that color. There are 5 mana colors to choose from. And of the spells, get through that. Of the spells, there are pure spells and mixed spells. What's the most expensive spell? These two down here. Breath of the Phoenix. 8 destruction, 8 creation, deals 40 damage in a horizontal line of 3 hexagons. Or Rapid Fire. All friendly ranged troops get +1 attack. That doesn't sound very powerful, but then maybe if you have like lots of ranged units, that's pretty good. So I can just sit here and generate more mana. Oh, they were in range? I didn't realize. Oh, they have first strike. Alright. Peck from the back. Yip yip. We lost the whole stack. Should have cast this first. Oh, those dogs were actually tough. Every unit is a land. Yeah, basically, Van Whitman, that's how it works. Every unit is a land. If we're gonna use a metaphor from another game. We lost so many troops. I'm a terrible wielder. Hey, we leveled up though. Your troops gain plus 10% damage. Maybe we should get melee offense and resistance. It seems like Rana has a lot of melee units. Bubbling pot. Old camp. Hunters, please. We need units. There's a lot of stuff here. +1 order, chaos, creation, destruction, arcana during one battle. Huh. We got next battle we start with a bonus of all mana points. Ancient Amber, nice. Dead Commander. +1 movement, +1 view radius. That's actually pretty good. Ancient Amber, and what's this? Farseer's Vessel. The view from the vessel is magnificent. So that's sort of saying if we went down this road. Okay. Right, we're maintaining view here because we own the watchtowers, so we're owning that vessel. So we're going to maintain vision of down here. Okay, so now we can head through here. We beat the Ravagers here, so we should just be able to get a bunch more loot here as well. Fungus Farm. Some Rana families had built farms here, hoping that trade and gifts of food would keep them free from the slavers' shackles. A shaman. We saw you, we see you, riding a Ravager. The legends speak of a day like this. I don't know our legends. I've been in the Barian mines since I was very young. I'm Rask, spawned in South Creek Flats. Rask the first rider. We shall follow you. Our farms are yours, and we will fight if you can arm us. All Rana are welcome, but we must hurry east. I've heard tales of Baria's vengeance, and we can't defeat them yet. 5 Shaman. Creation Arcana Essences. Venomous. Give troop when it attacks another troop 1 damage. Take them all. Claim the farms. Pick up the treasures. Take soldiers. Rebuild our forces. Bubbling Bog. Nice. Is that something there? Let's claim this farm. Okay. Is that more Barians there? I think so. What is that partially visible area at the bottom of the map? This is where we started. So these were the mines. We were freed and sent through a portal up to here. So there are portals in this game as well. Because of course there are. So we started here. But I assume we'll be returning there to defeat the Barians. Yeah. Let's stock up on shamans. Giant mushrooms. Sure. Old urns. Glimmerweave. Guess I'll take that, because I don't have a source of Glimmerweave. Can I grab that? So this would be the entrance into the Barian territory. 1,000 experience. Yeah, they're right there. There's so much to pick up. Okay, more defenses there. I probably want to grab this stuff. Yeah, I can defeat these spirits. Strange winged creatures wearing fearsome masks guarded the clearing. Rask had never seen anything like these before, and took a defensive stance as the creatures swarmed towards him. Nasty frogs, no dragons, no frogs. These Fae just hate everyone. What are you? You're not of the marsh, but you're not Barya neither. We are not you, we are Fae. Yes, yes, Fae. Ethel Fae. Should we fight them, Rask? Oh, interesting map setup. Let's go. Looks like heroes. Yeah, heroes, Age of Wonders, that sort of thing. What are their movements? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We can wait a turn. Explosive fungi. You can attack me first, but you can deal with that. Are the shamans ranged? Yes, we are ranged, so let's shoot you. Nice. Yeah, you approach us. Oh, what's this? Destroy essence. Target enemy troops. Oh, this doesn't matter because they don't have a wielder. Bam. Bam. We've got a ranged unit, and now we can utilize positioning and high ground. Yes. This is Battletoads Remastered. Wasn't there a Battletoads Remastered? There was, right? Wasn't it under Devolver Digital? Ooh, melee offense, range offense, duration, plus 10% damage. Just straight 10% more damage, I think. 3,500 gold. The marsh provides. And all creatures of the marsh, large or small, winged or scaled, will hear the marsh's song and come together as one. A low growl emits from the statue. Only with amber will my secrets be given. Have it. Plus 10 offense. It's an offensive statue. Okay, so there's more Barian up this way. Or I could go through these wolves. I should be able to handle wolves. Ooh, there's a shirt. Shaman onto the high ground. We'll swap these as well. Is this game as good as Heroes 3? I don't know how to answer that question. It's different in so many ways. There's a lot more story, I can say that. Like, there's a lot more text and story and stuff popping up. You know, as you go through the world, as you interact with objects and stuff. There's, you know, Heroes 3 doesn't have that much dialogue or descriptive text so much. Wonder if the combat map is random or contextual. I think it is sort of contextual because I don't know, we'll try pay attention. So this is like a patchy water sort of thing going on. But this does show how many are likely to die. What are their movements? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they're reaching us this turn. This could kill the stack, yes. You, I'm going to hang back. You're basically just a mana generator. And you... poisoned. The shaman's good unit. So let's see. That was a patchy, watery swamp. Let's see what terrain we're on. I can't quite remember. I think we were near water. Lost 3 hunters. So yeah, we were near water. So that would make sense. We'll check on the next battle. After we pick up this shirt. Pile of stone. Archers, gambeson. I think that's... Is it C? Yeah. So that gives us more defense. We also have +1 movement, +1 view radius. Yeah, that's pretty good to have those boots. 3,300 gold. That's good as well. Yeah, okay, got everything. So now I think I head north. Look at our movement. We can head all the way up here. So here we're gonna be near water again. A small company of Barian mercenaries stood guard at the border pass. Let us pass, Barian. We return to the marsh. Run along, little Rana, and live. Our contract only states that we should guard this passage. It does not stipulate that we need to pursue anyone who flees before us. So, the map we're given here is there's basically a whole cliff edge there. So I think it is kind of random, but I'm not sure. I'm unsure. Oh, that's actually a wall. Okay, so hold on. We gotta see if there's actually a wall there. Oh, they got guns? Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. We're currently out of range. We should let them move up. And yeah, I'm gonna keep you back. You just generate me essence. What's your essence? Creation and Arcana. Okay. 9 to 11 could die. We have explosive fungi. Oh, they have to reload. Let's make sure these guys can't retreat. Nice. You are just waiting. You are walking up and taking a shot. Bam! Bam! No spells to cast. They're on the high ground. This is not going to be good. Could bait them back down. Force them to move to shoot. Let's see. How did he die? Minimizing losses. Yes. Art direction is top notch. Yeah. Hopefully it plays well. So far, gameplay has been solid. Misfire. There might have been poison. That's what it was. Yes, we poisoned him. Very good. Very good. I'm protecting my shamans as much as possible. Oof. Look at that. Nice. Tribute to destruction. Okay. Yeah. There is a bit of a wall here. See that wall tile? So we had a battle here, and see there's these walls here. So I think it's taking terrain information from the whole square that generates the battlefield. So the top had a wall, and this is a wall here. So that means the battlefields are determined by what's on the map. +1 destruction. Can we... bandits? We should be able to deal with it. Hand over your valuables and you may live! Humans are all the same. No respect for life, only profit. The only high ground here is there. You just hang back. Yeah, so far I'm liking the gameplay. So they got an archer. It's not a lot. I think I rushed forward on this one. But not you. Aggression. Explosive fungi. How do I deal with this? Is explosive fungi... I could do that. And send that guy to... Nice. Is that in range yet? No. Time to stab. We are running a little low on soldiers. Ooh, attack of opportunity. Nice. They gave up the high ground. Bad move. Is that a giant emu on the high ground? It's a ravager, I'll have you know. A terrifying beast of the swamp. It's just we've only got 2 of them in the army and I'm using them to generate mana. Gold. Gold. What's this thing? A bandit hideout. A band of hostile troops is guarding this bandit hideout. Do you wish to attack? No. We cannot deal with that right now. There's more stuff up this way, though. I missed those rocks, the pile of stones. I have a feeling I'll be coming back down. What was that? Rask, the Rana drums warn of danger. A large force of Barians has entered the marsh. We must lead the Rana into the deep marsh. We're not ready for a whole battalion of Barians. We'll follow you, first rider. Escape the marsh. Wait. Are Barians gonna start chasing us now? Oh, reach the maximum experience for this map. We can't level up anymore. But there's more treasure. Reflecting pools. Swamp spear. What's that? +6 offense. It's a 2-handed weapon. Do we have to kill these things? It says easy. Ancient skeletons. We're being pursued. Oh, okay. This threat level suicide. 25 musketeers, 35 pikeneers, 50 pipers, 25 veteran musketeers, 50 dreaths, 50 dire dreaths, 10 brutes. Being an Age of Wonders fan, I'm a big fan of just taking a creature and making it dire. Because Age of Wonders 1 had dire penguins. So we need to get out. Escape seems to be this way. So maybe I should just turn around. I'll grab this first. +3 defense. I think I run back this way and through defenses. We don't have time to explore anymore. And we don't actually have a lot of troops in our army. The Noper, thank you so much. I see why they gave us a vision of all of this. I missed the stones again, whatever. Fallen Beacon of Power. Remnants of large bones and ancient weapons littered the ground near a strange structure. It seemed a battle had taken place here a long time ago. Rask, look at the size of this bone. Can you imagine the beast it belonged to? Another marsh creature wiped out by the humans. Why do they hate us? I don't know, Chikum. Who can understand humans? There's no trace of power within. Okay. There's a dagger there. Treasure chest. Wolves, threat level medium. Do I have time? Do I have the resources? There's a level 2 treasure chest and a dagger. Then again, we already have a spear. I think I forego the treasure. There's Barian guards still. I don't know if we're gonna get any reinforcements here. I don't know if we have enough soldiers. Perhaps I overexplored. "15 hunters, 100%. Tribute to creation. Is this shaman tent? Claiming towns and settlements. Settlements come in 2 sizes, small and large. Settlements and towns with connected buildings are where you produce resources and troops, recruit new wielders, and perform research. When you encounter neutral settlements on your adventures, you need a wielder to claim it. The maximum number of wielders you can have is determined by how many towns and settlements you have. Build sites, where you construct buildings. Buildings can produce resources or troops, unlock research possibilities, or provide other services to your kingdom. Claiming towns and settlements. For each town and settlement, you can only construct 1 building per turn. More can be unlocked via research. Small buildings take 1 turn to complete. Medium buildings 2 turns. Large buildings 3 turns. Should you regret your current construction, you can cancel it. Almost all buildings can be upgraded. Each town and settlement has a central building, which is where you can recruit new wielders, revive defeated wielders, and upgrade the amount of building sites you have access to. So this is a full-on town. Threat level very easy. So add 1 to... A small settlement of Rana had been able to survive here on the fringes of the marsh. As Rask and his band approached, an old hunter came out to greet them. I could have pillaged the buildings. Are you the one causing all the ruckus? We had managed to have a peaceful life here. They took your broodlings as slaves. What kind of life is that? A bad one, but a life still. The marsh adapts. It is time for Rana to live in the marsh without fear. The marsh provides. The marsh provides a Rana wielder, just like the legends. A wielder? I never believed it. Believed I'd meet a Rana wielder, and never before did I dare to dream of a life without fear. Red Reed Flats will support you and follow you. The marsh gives life. Basically, whatever situation they're in, the marsh did it. Life sucks. The marsh adapts. Life's good. The marsh provides. Life's okay. The marsh? So, so I gotta end the turn. Can we recruit a new hero? Let me figure out how to... I think we use a wielder to reclaim the town. So we claim the town. So now I can look at wielders. We can't recruit more wielders because we are literally the first wielder of this species. So there's not going to be another one to recruit. But if Rask dies, we can spend 2,500 and revive him. +2 shamans around. So we could upgrade the shaman tent to create sages. Plus more gold per round. Lean to +3 hunters per round. So I don't have celestial ore to upgrade that. I could upgrade the shaman tent. So we get sages instead. Manage defenses. Sages. So I can recruit these troops. I can upgrade the shamans to sages. So these are... We can build towers as well. Garrisons, ballistae. Okay. I'm unsure how to... Ah, I found a bug. I can't... I'm struggling to click on my wielder. Visit? Okay, there we go. Managing defense. To strengthen defense of your town or someone, you can draft troops, build up a garrison, defending troops. I drafted, okay. Ballista, managing defenses, okay. Visiting wielder can choose to defend by placing themselves and their army inside the town or settlement. Attacking opponent will now face the defending wielder. You can build walls. Will create powerful protection against invading forces. Settlements can't build walls. Okay. So I can spend this money to upgrade my existing shamans to sages. So I can place myself in here. And then take those troops I just recruited. Okay. Because right now we just have to escape the marsh. So we don't actually... I bet there should be an achievement for defeating this army. There should be an achievement for defeating the army. Because I think it might be possible. We can probably take this on. Easy, yeah. The final obstacle. A large company of Barian mercenaries led by a huge Harima warrior stood guard at the only way into the deeper marsh. That's quite the following you have there, swamp spawn. Says the green guy, which looks like he's covered in seaweed. Who's he to call a swamp spawn? He looks like he's the swamp. That's... haven't you heard the stories of what we do when you gather like this? I've heard those stories all my life, but this is a new story. Ha! The mouth on this one. We'll put you back in your place like all the others. Oh, I didn't spread out my sage stacks. Maybe that works to our advantage. Wait, I want to put that up there. Okay. You have no idea what we're looking at game-wise. If you just joined, that's a bit of a complicated thing to get into. Okay. Yeah, we can deal with this. Do they have any ranged? Yeah, that guy. So this is currently in range. We want to pull back. You can step up to there. I'm just gonna... Inspired. Oh, are there adjacency bonuses as well? Of course there are. Heft and Crush. The Blammo. Now we're in range here, so I want to pull back and just wait. Earthy Block. I don't want to cast that spell. Yep. That's my plan. 11 to 15. Insect Swarm, Explosive Fungi. Let's mess with that guy. Can I do this? No. Right, these hyenas have first strike. Attacking with our Ravagers here could kill 3 to 4. That's pretty good. And then I want to deal with that guy. Okay. Insect Swarm on you. Destroy Essence, doesn't do too much. I keep forgetting that has first strike. Psychic Spear. Got him. Solid tactical combat, by the way. There's a lot of there's a big variety of spells with 5 classes of magic, 5 schools of magic, and then combination spells as well. So the way the mana works is sort of Magic the Gathering-esque. And the units are quite diverse. So Barian spears have a range of 2. Our spears do not, right? So there's a big advantage to Barian spears. But our shamans feel way more powerful than their musketeers and the Arleon archers. So I think Rana has a big advantage on ranged units. Our melee units feel very throwaway. They feel very weak. They're catching up. So back here. Yeah, I can draft troops here. Wielders, So manage defenses, troop garrisons, towers, ballistas, defending wielders. So you can have... There's room for a lot of wielders. Or is this the wielder and army? Okay, maybe that's what that means. So just to figure out how this works, I can sell this lean-to, which creates a building slot. And then we can build a beast corral if we had more glimmer weave, which we're actually short by 1. So that's how that works. To build new buildings, you have building slots. So we don't have a beast corral. I sold the lean-to. And this gives us... Oh, the beast corral allows us to train Ravagers and these spider dudes. Max troop size, damage. Oh, it's much better. These Ravagers, damage 7 to 9. These spider dudes, 12 to 15. Health 30, health 35. Movement 5. 1 less movement. Status, musician? Musician? Oh, is this our bard unit? We've got drums on there. So there are parallels to units between factions. Like there's the archer, there's the spearman, there's the swordsman, right? But they are quite distinct, right? So the Arleon had the bards, whereas the Barians had those steam-powered bagpipe dudes, and we have drums on spiders. Right? Anyway, I think escape is here. Yeah. Rask led the Rana, old and young, deeper into the embrace of the marsh. He was leading them home to South Creek Flats. Do we get another song? I hope we get another song. Having escaped the mines of Rosewater, Rask and Sheekum led the Rana deeper into the marsh, hoping that the Barian House of Rosewater wouldn't pursue them further. Now, the Barian faction is a bit confusing because it's actually a collection of houses and factions into one. They're mercenary city faction states all allied together. That's the Barian. We got a song. We got a song. There should be a song.
Out of a portal stepped a youngling, hard and mad. He will bring doom to all of us, for now he's just so sad. He went north into the swamp, to the refuge he had sought, but he found some greedy merchants just inspecting what they bought. Enraged by all of this, his essence it was pure. His rage was all of him, their sickness he's the cure. He'll fight forevermore, and all he will endure. For Rask the rider, he's death, of that you can be sure.
Every mission has a concluding song. Told by some bard. So that was a much more advanced and very different feel of a mission compared to our first mission in the Song of Stoutheart, right? So it seems like there's maybe 4 missions per song. Yeah. And I'm assuming there's gonna be 4 songs, right? For the 4 factions. So we can expect 4 times 4. So 16 missions, maybe. Not counting custom campaigns, because there is going to be a map maker and all of that provided as well. But I think that's a pretty good look at Songs of Conquest. Right? It's pretty solid. Vibe-wise, it is like really on there. It's really good. I think the only 2 things that we picked up was the victory. Ding, 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 ding. That feels a bit cheap considering how amazing everything else is. So I hope they make that feel a bit more epic. You know, victory. Ding. It feels like you just won a mobile game. I think that needs to be epic-fied. And we can't have the Rana referring to their grannies. I'm sorry, we cannot call them... We can't call the frog granny's granny. It doesn't work. Brood mother, please. But I'm overall so happy with how this is turning out. It feels like a good game. Isn't that such a relief? Oh, right, we also need, when we click on the water, it needs to be a sploosh or a ripple or something, not a dust cloud. Okay, add that in. Sploosh on the water. There's 3 things. Outside of that, the visuals, the effects, even like the spell casting, they're like... You defeat an army and they're like... You know, all of those feel so epic. I actually the animation is so fast and smooth. I kind of want the animation to slow down because the animation's so amazing. I want to see it for longer. I have a feeling that maybe if you play the game for a long time, you get tired of it maybe, or it just feels slow. But maybe an animation speed setting so we could appreciate the animation. If we want to have the animation somewhat slower, that could be cool. Because the explosions and the effects and all of that, it looks so good. I want to see it for longer. I want to see the animation play out longer. It's cool. Oh. It already has a map editor. Map editor is there. Look, you can make your own campaigns already. Music feels good. I love the sort of weirdness of how there is actually a bard song at the end of every mission that tells a story of what just happened. It's something different. And I like it. Anyway. That's gonna be it for our initial look at actual Songs of Conquest gameplay. I'm really liking the way it's going. I just want more of everything. More of everything. The more the better. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. Click the buttons on the screen right now for so much more content, and I'll see you in the next video.